I need to know the truth.
The truth is complicated.
Do you realize how far I've gone to protect your identity? Nobody knows you even exist.
This character that I play, Samir Horn, was really trying to figure out what was right, you know, and what was the right thing to do, and realized at the end he doesn't agree with either of the extremes on either side of this argument.
You know, I've been in a lot of battles. And it may have felt like a suicide mission at the time, but we always had a plan to come home.
Basically a thriller, you know, this is a spy thriller, espionage, international intrigue, that whole thing, against a backdrop of something that's really potentially happening all around us every day.
You risk your life to share your food with a stranger.
That's not the same thing. I was just doing my duty.
I don't know that we answer any questions, but we do raise a lot of them. And they're the same questions that we were wrestling with as we were putting the movie together.
Mr. Rahman, how are you? Perhaps you haven't had time to read the fine print of the Patriot Act, but any person operating a money-transmitting business must register with the U.S. government, something you neglected to do, Mr. Rahman.
The fact that Don Cheadle was doing it was definitely a big draw card. I mean, I admired Don's work and always have, you know. And Jeffrey Nachmanoff, who wrote and directed the film, I thought had done a really good job of putting together something that's tricky in the subject matter, and yet he handled it in a way that he didn't even have to go out of his comfort zone. He's just a very bright guy. So the script felt very intelligent and realistic to me.
When deception is your greatest weapon.
There's been a bombing in Spain.
We should be concentrating on the one suspect that we have.
Every move is life or death.
Where are you from? All over.
That's an encrypted phone. Nobody can listen in.
Including the FBI?
Especially the FBI.
This August,
We need to find him before this happens again.
I think he's leading us on a goose chase. How far are you willing to take this?
the only person he can trust
This is a war. You do what it takes to win.
is himself.
You know what you sound like, right?
Remember who you answer to.